Thomas, good to see you. Look, there's some serious matters going on in the world right now, and the club have announced that Roman Abrahmovic is no longer in control of Chelsea. He's passed control to the trustees. Can I ask for your thoughts on that?
Same thoughts then at the day of the final. I think that for me and for me as a coach and in charge of the first team, that decision does not change too much in the daily business, because I'm in a daily exchange with Petr Cech, and I'm in a very regular exchange with Marina about how to improve the first team, and this will not stop because they stay in charge. So on a daily basis, it will not change too much for me, I guess.
With the current state of international affairs, though, do you think Mr. Abramovic's ownership of Chelsea is a problem?
I have to say, it's a bit too much for me to answer. I mean, I'm not aware of any details, and I'm not aware of the whole situation. And we all agree that there are situations that are much more important than football. This will never change, and situations like war are of course so much more important, but the role from Mr. Abramovich is not on me to comment, because I simply don't know enough about it.
Nick Pure.
Hi Thomas, how are you fixed on the injury front for Wednesday, and just also how pleasing was it to have not just Reece James back, but seemingly, like you said beforehand, really in good form?
Yes, brilliant form, but now with a huge overload on his shoulders. The recommendation was 20 minutes before the match, and it was like over 70 in a final with extra tension, extra pressure in a final against Liverpool. So the situation was very, very good before the match, because we had only, I think, Ben Chilwell out, and the situation changed almost dramatically from this match. We have now a lot of players in overload, physical overload, and we have some injuries from the match. It's actually in the moment too much to comment about it. It would be a long list, and we need to see. We had training today. The physios, the doctors are still working with the players, finding out, and we can take the last decisions tomorrow morning when we have the departure to Luton, and see who's ready to play, because we want to be ready to play, but. We suffered. It's now a third time we play overtime, and it was an intense match, and this is where we are.
Ian Abrahams.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
I am good, thanks.
You've already spoken about the fact that there are more important things going on in the world than football right now, but how much of a distraction is all this for you and for your players and for Chelsea Football Club?
I think,
and how can you lift the team after Sunday?
But to lift the team after Sunday should not be too hard, because I think that everybody knows that we played a very strong match, and we played to our characteristic, to our identity. We played with full commitment and a lot of quality. So this can then a result. We can never control the result, and a winner had to be found, and it was found after 22 penalties. That tells more or less the story. So that should not be the problem. It's only 2 days. We gave a day off to clear our minds, because it was not only a disappointment, of course, but it was also physically draining for us, physically demanding. And that leaves us with a 1-day turnaround to be ready tomorrow, because this is what it is all about. It's the next competition, and it's the next round. This is life at Chelsea, and we are we want to be competitive. We want to be competitive in different competitions. So we have to be ready tomorrow. Is that always easy? Maybe not. But this is what we do. This is what we demand. Me, myself. And of course from everybody around the team, and last but not least from the players. So this is where we are from the sportive side, and the other one. I mean, you know, you always start the question with the same sentence. Yeah, we know there are much more important things than football, but like, can you comment? But you decide also to ask me about war, and how often do I need to say it? It's horrible. Of course, it's horrible. There cannot be any other opinion about it, and that's it. But why should we be more distracted than you at work? I mean, that's what I meant when I said it in the first place. Of course it's out there, and we know there are more important things out there, and this will never change. This is about sports, and there are a lot of more important things out there, and still we have still there's a huge distraction now going on, and we are worried. But at the end, still, we try to create an atmosphere to come to work and focus on our work, which is our passion. So we are very, 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 very grateful and very privileged to have it. And we will, and it's not that big a problem. But of course, I think that everybody in Europe, more or less, has like. Has some noise in his head that nobody likes, and that it's maybe the same for you. But still, you try to do your job as good as possible, and that's the same for us.
Eleanor Roper.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
I wonder, how worried are you about the future running of Chelsea Football Club? And I wonder, what would your message be to the fans at the moment?
I'm not so sure if I'm the person to give messages to the fans. Anything else but sportive. That we try to be calm here, and we are calm in the center of a storm or of some noise around us that we cannot control, and we are also not responsible for it. It's in the end best to stay calm and focus on what we love and what we do, and this is sports. And I think we have a right to focus on sports. I think the players have a right to be focused, this is what we can tell the fans, and I think this is what the fans saw on Sunday. There is a big situation out there, and there is a lot of commitment from the players and from both clubs and from all the fans, and I think that everybody is aware that there are more important things, and the situation in the Ukraine is by far much more important than this game of football. And still there was a full stadium, and still we arrived with two strong teams who played a fantastic match, and this is what we can do to the fans. To distract them, to entertain them, and do what we do with a maximum effort and the maximum commitment. Because I don't see any other solution how what we could do different.
Dan Salisbury-Jones.
Hi Thomas. Just on how passionately you spoke a moment ago about the horrors of war. How much do you hope that the owner is using any...
No, listen, you have to stop. I'm not a politician. You have to stop, honestly. I can only repeat it, and I even feel bad to repeat it because I never experienced war. So even to talk about it, I feel bad because I'm very privileged. I sit here in peace and I do the best I can, but you have to stop asking me these questions. I have no answers for you.
Okay, thanks Dan. Last two, and on the game please, Jerry and Nizar.
Hi Thomas. The Carabao Cup has gone now, and the Premier League looks out of reach. Is the FA Cup your best chance of bringing home one of the domestic trophies?
Well, the best chance was on Sunday because we were in a final, and it was because it was the closest chance, and we should not think about the next final until we played the next match. Because in football there's only one important match, and it's the next one. This is how high-level football works for us, and this starts tomorrow evening. And we have some obstacles to overcome, and we have some boxes to tick if we want to win there. And we need the right motivation. We need the right attitude. We need full commitment. And it's demanding, and still we expect it from us. But is it? I don't know. Is it the easiest or the closest or the most realistic? I don't know. Let's see what's going on tomorrow. And if we want to talk about it, we need to win anyway tomorrow. And this is what we're focusing on.
Last question in the broadcast, Nizar Kinsella.
Hi Thomas, hope you're well. How's Hakim Ziyech? We expected him on the bench at least for the final, and he wasn't there. And
No.
Also Mason Mount as well. He's got a lot of criticism for missing those chances. How has he handled it? And does he deserve the blame for that final?
Nobody deserves the blame for missing a chance. I'm happy I did not read any news about it, because I mean, I can clearly understand that one person did not want to miss the chance the very most, and this is Mason, and you can be also sure about it. So, but this can happen. This is part of the sports, that not every chance is a goal. Yeah, we had huge chances. Mason had huge chances to decide the match for us, but he is fine. He did a strong match. He was in these situations. He arrived in good timing, in good positions. That's exactly what we wanted, and we missed a bit of luck. Hakim is not available for tomorrow, as he was not available for the final. Unfortunately, it's still, he feels still uncomfortable. He was not in team training today. He's one of the guys who will miss the game tomorrow.